Amanda. Today I'm back with another review, and today's video is going to be on the Moly BCDation Cushion Plus. I've been trying this out for about 2 or 3 months now, and I'm just going to tell you guys everything I know, be as informative and helpful as possible with all the information I'm going to throw at you guys, and also show you guys a demo later on. So I hope this video is helpful, and let's just get this ball rolling. This particular cushion comes in 3 shades. I have the darkest, which is 03 Warm Beige. It also contains SPF 50 PA++ and is 15 grams of product. And like most cushions, it just comes in a standard button opening case. And there's a mirror, a ruby cell puff, and a cartridge that pops out like so. And it retails for about $12 to $16 depending on where you get it. But I haven't actually seen the refill for sale, so I'm not sure how much the refills are. And I will leave the eBay seller listing that I bought it from down in the description box. But just keep in mind that listings expire, so over time it probably won't be there anymore. But I'll leave it there for reference and so you guys can search for it. So here is Warm Beige, which is again the darkest shade. Not very dark as most darker shades of Korean cosmetics go. But here it is. There's a swatch. And you'll see that it's pretty light. There is a slight yellow undertone, but I do think it leans more neutral. So if you're any darker than an NC30, this will look very, very light on you. And even for an NC30, like how I am right now, it can look a very like starkish geisha-y if I apply too much and too fast. It does oxidize after a while, but here it is. It blends in very well. And if I do look extra pale, I just apply some bronzer and all is good. So the texture itself is light, although it's very sticky. It doesn't really set all the way, which is kind of weird. But if that bothers you, just apply some powder and it should be good. I don't think that I agree with the deep hydration claim, just because I just don't feel like it provides a lot of moisture at all. I don't think it's drying, but I would definitely not say that it's super hydrating either. I have normal combination dry skin and I just don't feel that hydration. So I'm not really sure. But I think for oily skin, this would work great for you guys. I don't think it will make you any oilier. But if you have very dry, like severely dry skin, I would definitely say maybe stay away from this particular product, or just make sure you exfoliate and hydrate very well. And also maybe avoid this product if you have a lot of uneven skin texture, like a lot of acne and a lot of bumps. There's just something telling me that this won't work very well in smoothing over stuff like that. So just kind of a word of warning and just my personal opinion. The coverage is light medium in my opinion, because I don't like to build this up too much because of the sticky texture. And if I apply too much too fast, not only do I look like a geisha and a ghost, it also just feels and cakes up very fast and gets very dry. So what I do is I just take my ruby cell puff, I dip it into the pan, just pat it all around so it's evenly coated, and then I gently dab this onto my face and then blend it out, like by patting it out and just, making sure that it's all blended. If I need to cover any dark spots, I just go in with a second layer or apply some concealer if I just feel like it's not doing a good enough job, because I don't want to go too crazy with this, just because, like I said, it gets really cakey and it doesn't look very good. So definitely a little goes a long way, and apply sparingly. There is a scent with this particular product, and the only way I can explain it is like baby powder and heavily perfumed. So if that bothers you, I would definitely stay away from this particular product. It does linger and then go away, so it doesn't really bother me that much, and I do think that the scent smells kind of good. So this actually has pretty good staying power. It lasts on me for an average of 8 hours, and I do not set or prime my face. And again, I have normal combination dry skin. It does rub off pretty easily. Like if it's really cold out and I'm wearing like this huge scarf that covers my face, it does rub off, and I can see some spots on my cheek that I covered. So just kind of word of warning. But if it's just like an everyday type of situation and I'm not wearing a crazy amount of scarves and hats and earmuffs or whatever, I think it does a pretty good job. It does patch up when it's super cold, so definitely make sure that you moisturize and you don't apply too much, like I've been saying. I would say that the finish is almost satin matte-ish, because it's not dewy, definitely not dewy, but it's also not a solid matte. There is some kind of sheen on your face after applying it, but that kind of goes away, so that's why I said it's kind of like matte-ish. Overall, I think this is a great cushion. I think it would work for a variety of different skin types, unless you're super dry or have uneven bumpy skin texture like I've been saying. I think the grayish cast might be off-putting for some, but again, I just counteract that with a little bit of bronzer, and it might be a little too dry, but again, just apply sparingly and all should be good. I don't have any problems as long as I control myself and make sure that I pat everything out very nicely, and maybe just spritz my face with some aloe mist or something. all is good. So I hope this video is helpful. If you guys have any questions or, you know, want some clarification on anything, just let me know down below. And if you want to creep on me so I can creep on you, my social links are down in the description box. I love talking to you guys, and a lot of you guys have been reaching out more often, and I'm super excited. That makes me really happy, so please feel free to do so. Subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with all my latest reviews and videos, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.